Imagine a world where the weather isn't just random, it's controlled. Storms engineered, earthquakes triggered, mines manipulated, all from a remote facility in Alaska. How dangerous is the HAARP project? Is it a harmless scientific experiment, studying the skies, or a secret weapon for global domination? Buckle up, because today we're diving into Project HAARP, the chilling theories linking it to weather manipulation, natural disasters, and climate control. From declassified documents to eyewitness claims, we'll uncover the facts, the fiction, and the frightening possibilities. Stay tuned, you won't believe what's hidden in the ionosphere. Let's start with the basics. What is HAARP? The High Frequency Active or Oral Research Program, or HAARP, is a research facility in Gacona, Alaska, run by the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Since 2015, it features a massive array of 180 antennas that beam high-frequency radio waves into the ionosphere, the upper layer of Earth's atmosphere, to study its properties. Officially, it's for scientific purposes, understanding auroras, improving radio communications, and even aiding satellite tech. But conspiracy theorists see something far more sinister. They claim HAARP can heat the ionosphere, creating artificial auroras or even altering weather patterns. Built in the 1990s with funding from the U.S. military, it was transferred from the Air Force in 2015 amid budget cuts, but operations continue with research campaigns in 2025, like the Polar Aeronomy and Radio Science Summer School in August. Skeptics point to its power up to 3.6 million watts as evidence it could do much more than study. In fact, as of 2025, HAARP has hosted multiple campaigns, including ones in January, July, and October, involving collaborations with organizations like the MITRE Corporation. These involve transmitting signals at various frequencies, often monitored by amateur radio operators worldwide, while officials insist it's all about advancing polar aeronomy and radio science. The timing of these tests, sometimes coinciding with unusual weather events, fuels speculation. For example, the July 2025 campaign focused on ionospheric heating experiments, which theorists quickly linked to anomalous heat waves in the northern hemisphere that summer. But why the conspiracies? It all started in the early 2000s when books like Angels Don't Play This HAARP by Nick Begich alleged it was a weapon for mind control and geophysical warfare. Theorists say HAARP's ionospheric heating can create ELF, extremely low frequency waves that penetrate the Earth, potentially triggering earthquakes by stressing fault lines. Remember the 2010 Haiti quake or the 2023 Turkey-Syria disaster? Online claims link them to HAARP, suggesting U.S. experiments caused them for geopolitical gain. Even Hurricane Helene in 2024 was blamed on HAARP by some, with posts claiming Democrats used it to disrupt voting in red states. While debunked by experts, and OAA says HAARP can't influence weather systems, theories persist, fueled by its remote location and military origins. In 2025, similar accusations arose during the February floods in California, where social media buzzed with claims that HAARP's January campaign had steered atmospheric rivers to cause record rainfall. Eyewitnesses near the site report bizarre phenomena during tests, unusual humming sounds, flickering lights in the sky, and even wildlife behaving erratically, like birds flying in disoriented patterns. These reports, shared on platforms like X and Reddit, add to the mystique, with users compiling timelines of HAARP activity overlapping with global events. But if HAARP is just science, why do strange lights and booms haunt Alaska skies? Don't click away. Next, we reveal how it allegedly controls the weather. Diving deeper into weather manipulation, conspiracy circles argue HAARP can superheat the atmosphere, steering jet streams to create or intensify storms. For instance, some claim it amplified Hurricane Katrina in 2005 or recent floods in Pakistan. The idea ties into chemtrails, alleged chemical sprays from planes that, combined with HAARP, seed clouds for rain or drought. In 2025, with climate change debates raging, theorists say HAARP is a tool for geoengineering the planet, masking global warming or weaponizing it against enemies. Declassified patents, like Bernard Eastland's, describe ionospheric heaters for weather modification, and HAARP's design echoes them. Critics counter that HAARP's energy is too weak, equivalent to a radio station, to affect global weather, but believers point to unusual auroras during tests as proof of atmospheric tampering. Let's expand on this. During a typical HAARP experiment, the antennas transmit signals that excite electrons in the ionosphere, creating plasma that can reflect radio waves or generate artificial glows. Theorists extrapolate this to larger scales, suggesting that by modulating these waves, HAARP can influence high-altitude winds, which in turn affect weather fronts thousands of miles away. For example, in May 2025, a research run coincided with unexpected tornado outbreaks in the Midwest, prompting online forums to erupt with accusations of weather warfare testing. Supporters of the theory cite historical precedents, like Project HAARP in the 1960s, where the U.S. tried seeding hurricanes, as evidence that such tech exists and has evolved into HAARP. Even international tensions play in. Russia and China have accused the U.S. of using HAARP to cause droughts in their agricultural regions, escalating diplomatic spats. In response, HAARP officials held an open house in June 2025, inviting the public to tour the facility, see the control room, and even watch demonstrations, but skeptics dismissed it as a PR stunt, pointing out that sensitive equipment remained off-limits. Mind control theories add another layer of terror. ELF waves from HAARP allegedly influence brain waves, causing mood swings, hallucinations, or even mass obedience. Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theory show in 2009 popularized this, claiming HAARP beam signals to manipulate populations in remote areas near the site. Locals report headaches, sleep issues, and strange hums attributed to HAARP's operations. With 2025 research campaigns like those in January and July, involving MITRE Corporation, skeptics wonder if they're testing more than auroras. Digging into this, the human brain operates on frequencies similar to ELF waves around 0 to 30 Hz, which HAARP can generate by pulsing its signals. Theorists claim this could subliminally affect emotions, perhaps inducing anxiety during political unrest or compliance in targeted areas. Historical ties to projects like MK Ultra fuel this, suggesting HAARP is a modern evolution for non-lethal crowd control. In 2025, during the October campaign, reports from nearby communities described vivid dreams and unexplained irritability, which online detectives correlated with transmission logs. While scientists explain these as psychosomatic or unrelated, the persistence of such stories keeps the theory alive. Some even link HAARP to tinnitus epidemics or bee colony collapses, arguing the waves disrupt biological rhythms on a massive scale. Shocking revelation. HAARP linked to UFO sightings. Keep watching for the global control agenda and a chilling future forecast. Now, the bigger picture. Is HAARP part of a new world order? Theorists connect it to agendas like Agenda 21, using weather as a weapon for depopulation or economic control. Droughts in California, HAARP induced to seize water rights. Earthquakes in Iran, retaliation for nuclear programs. In 2025, with solar storms creating natural auroras, posts falsely blamed HAARP, showing how misinformation spreads. Globally, similar programs like EISCAT in Europe or SURA in Russia fuel ideas of an international weather warfare network. Whistleblowers, like alleged former employees, claim HAARP can disrupt communications, jam radars, or even create holograms for PSOPs. Think Project Bluebeam, faking alien invasions. Expanding on global connections, the 2025 Polar Aeronomy and Radio Science Summer School brought together international scientists, which conspiracists viewed as a covert summit for coordinating weather dominance. UFO sightings near HAARP are rampant. Strange orbs and lights during tests, explained officially as plasma phenomena, but theorized as experimental aircraft or dimensional portals opened by the waves. In a bizarre twist, some link HAARP to the Mandela effect, suggesting frequency alterations rewrite collective memories. Economically, if HAARP can control weather, it could devastate crops in rival nations, forcing trade dependencies. Imagine turning a competitor's farmland into a desert overnight. Politically, it's accused of influencing elections, unusual storms disrupting rallies, or power outages in key districts. With climate refugees on the rise in 2025, theorists predict HAARP exacerbates migrations to reshape demographics, real-world impacts. While official open houses in June 2025 invite the public to see it's just science, conspiracies have real effects fueling distrust in government and science. Debunkers from UAF emphasize HAARP's transparency, with amateur radio operators monitoring tests. Yet, the facility's energy and secrecy keep theories alive. Beyond distrust, these theories inspire activism. Petitions to shut down HAARP garnered thousands of signatures in 2025, citing environmental concerns like potential ozone depletion from ionospheric heating. On the flip side, HAARP's research has practical benefits, like improving GPS accuracy during solar flares, which saved lives in aviation and navigation. However, the shadow of conspiracy leads to harassment of staff scientists receiving threats, as reported in Alaskan news. Socially, it polarizes communities. Some locals embrace the tourism boost from conspiracy tour, while others fear property value drops from the doomsday device stigma. In media, HAARP appears in shows like Ancient Aliens, perpetuating myths that distract from real issues like climate denial. Forecast for the future. By 2030, with advancing tech, HAARP-like systems could render gender roles obsolete. No, for HAARP, evolving into true geoengineering tools, combating climate change or worsening it. Conspiracies predict weaponization in wars, like creating tsunamis against rivals. Optimistically, it advances space weather prediction. Pessimistically, it sparks global conflicts over weather dominance. Looking to 2040, miniaturization could lead to portable HAARP devices, used in covert ops or even by non-state actors. Imagine terrorists engineering floods. With quantum computing, signal precision might allow targeted mind influence, turning HAARP into a psi-war staple. Climate treaties could ban such tech, but underground programs might proliferate. Positively, if declassified fully, HAARP could revolutionize renewable energy by harnessing atmospheric electricity. But if conspiracies hold, a HAARP arms race could escalate, with nations blaming each other for disasters, leading to World War III over the skies. Now, let's explore more on the technical side. HAARP's ionospheric research instrument operates between 2.8 and 10 MHz, allowing it to probe different atmospheric layers. During a test, it can create a virtual antenna in the sky, reflecting signals back to Earth for enhanced radar. Theorists twist this. By focusing energy, it could ignite atmospheric gases, creating firestorms or blackouts. In 2025's July campaign, frequencies hit 5 to 7 MHz, which some claimed matched brain alpha waves, sparking mind control fears. Environmentalists worrying about wildlife. Studies on nearby caribou show migration disruptions during high-power runs, possibly from electromagnetic interference. Human health studies are scarce, but anecdotal evidence from Gakona residents includes increased cancer rates dismissed as coincidence, but fodder for lawsuits. UFO connections deepen the intrigue. Since HAARP's inception, sightings spiked. Triangular crafts, silent orbs explained as misidentified aircraft, but theorized as reverse-engineered tech tested alongside HAARP. In June 2025's open house, visitors reported drone-like objects, fueling speculation of hybrid experiments. Some tie HAARP to the aurora borealis manipulation, creating fake northern lights as covers for satellite launches. Global analogs amplify fears. China's Tiana project or India's ionospheric research mirror HAARP, suggesting a network for synchronized attacks. In 2025, joint US-European tests via IceCat raised eyebrows. Cooperation or collusion. Whistleblower accounts, though unverified, describe black budget extensions for offensive capabilities, like EMP bursts over enemy grids. Impacts on society extend to pop culture. HAARP inspires novels, games like Call of Duty mods, and music bands, naming albums after it. Educationally, it sparks STEM interest, with the PAR school training future scientists, but also breeds pseudoscience in classrooms. Future scenarios get wild. By 2050, space-based HAARP arrays could control planetary weather, ending droughts but risking ecological collapse if misused. Conspiracies envision a weather cartel of superpowers dictating rains for profit, turning climate into currency. In conclusion, is HAARP a benign experiment or a doomsday device? The evidence is mixed, but the theories are compelling. If this video sparked your curiosity, smash that like, comment your wildest HAARP theory, and subscribe for more conspiracies. The skies are watching, don't let them catch you unaware.